A pleasant afternoon to you, wherever you're watching this broadcast from. I am coming to you live with businessman Ryan Prasad.
Brian Prasad.
Brian Prasad. Thank you, Brian. Brian Prasad. Brian Prasad was involved in a physical altercation Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Yes.
Sunday night.
Right, with Mikhail Rodriguez, well known as the Guyanese Critic. Mr. Prasad was hospitalized. He's now here. And of course, you know, HGP Nightly News would like to know exactly what transpired. Mr. Prasad, thank you for accepting my call and agreeing to do this live interview. Could you tell me what exactly transpired?
So Sunday afternoon, the 29th, I went to the airport, the Timmy airport, to pick up my cousin. So there was two of them coming in. And I got to the airport, picked them up. We were driving, coming back home. So on the way, there was a lot of people saying Guyana lose, Guyana lose. So I badly wanted to check the score to see if Guyana win, because everybody coming into cricket for my cousin them wanted to go to the cricket.
One second. Yeah, you can hold this. Put this out and hold it and speak. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so we wanted to go to the cricket. So what happened, along the line, I said, we decided to go to Montrose because we want to check the bar, and they said that they're going to grab a few beers as well. But I said, I'm not going to be drinking, but they say, come on, let's go. So we went now, my cousin had a bucket of beer, and then we stand next to, like, we're in Montrose.
Right.
And while we were they were drinking and stuff, I didn't want to drink the beer what they buy for me. So then, like 5 minutes after we were in the bar, it was like Mr. Critic's, he walked in. The bar was like a little bit of drunk. He got like 4 people with him, and he was dancing with a female girl, and they were like, someone was doing a video in the club, and he went up to the person and says that that's not the way to video a person, and they got into a big scene, right? And he was like videoing back the people, and they were having a big something. So I feel to drink a beer, so I take a beer from the bucket, and I went to open it by the bar because I didn't have an opener to open the beer. So whilst coming back now, the incident that Mr. Critic had with the people escalated more. And when it escalated more, I was walking, coming in, and then I see something coming towards me, and he hit me straight in the face.
Right.
So when he hit me straight in the face, now when I like clear out my vision and I see Mr. Critic had a gun in his hand.
This gun was inside the club? This is while you were inside the club?
Yes, the gun was inside of the club. He hit me with a gun inside of the club. And when he hit me with the gun now, and I seen the gun, like he was holding the gun, like trying to, I said, oh, this nigga's gonna shoot us or something. Like, I look for my cousin and I see they stand up in the corner, right? And then I run to go outside. When I run to go outside, he taking me for somebody else. He run after me. Because I don't know why the hell he hit me with a gun. I didn't do this man nothing. I didn't never seen him from anywhere. And it can be clear that you could hit somebody with a gun just like that. Right? And he was high. I could tell on the face he got high. Right? So when he hit me with a gun, I just run downstairs. When I run downstairs out of Mantra, the beer that I have in my hand fell on the step. Right? So the guard was watching me. The guard and Mantra was watching me when I was running down the stairs. So when I would run, he run behind of me. And then he snatched me with 2 guys downstairs. They snatched me. And they threw me on the ground. They was kicking me up and stuff, and he pulled my chain out, put it in his pocket, right? And then one of the chain was out, and he just my cousin them run downstairs, and it was like, you can't do this, man, this. And he was kicking me up, like trying to put me in the vehicle and stuff, that like to I think he's gonna kidnap me that night. He beat me terribly, and then the police was like 3 houses away when he come in. Thank God for the police. If it wasn't for the police, I've been dead today. That's the fear that I got. I've been dead. And on top of that, Critic beat me for somebody else, mistaking me for a wrong person. I was not the person he's supposed to beat up. I was not the person that he get into a fight with or argument or nothing. He just mistaken me for someone. The club was dark. Everybody was wearing a red collar shirt inside the place, and I have on a red shirt too. And I don't know why he had to do this to a young person like me. I really think the Commissioner of Police and the Prime Minister and everybody else and should look into this thing, because for a guy to hit a guy with another gun in a club and then beat me brutally on the ground with everybody around him, and then he is like on the streets walking and doing his regular business, and I'm here with a lot of pain under my skin. I've been hospitalized for actually close to 24 hours. And this guy was just walking all over the place and stuff, you know.
So let me ask you this, not to interrupt you, but while you were inside the club, did you see someone else hit Critic, chuck him, pull his shirt or anything?
No, I didn't. No.
So I'm trying to understand clearly what sparked the incident between you and him.
I didn't have an argument. Neither I didn't go next to him. Nothing. I was nowhere next to Critic. He caused a little incident with someone, right? Where my cousin
what was that incident? You can remember?
He was dancing with a girl, and some person was videoing him, and he was like, come up to the person, start pushing up them people. Yo, you can't video me. You can't take on my forging picture. That's what he said. He said the word forging, right? My forging picture, and harassing the girl, and the girl was with her husband. Now, we were standing up right next to them, but we were not like, that had nothing to do with us. So when I was coming back with the beer in my hand, I was coming back to go where my cousin is. So that has nothing to do with me and him, whatever. That's our beer.
Just passing, right?
Yeah, just passing by, and he just hit me with the gun. That's what I said. Critic mistake me for someone else, hit me with a gun, and then brutally beat me.
This mark on your face here, it looks pretty bad. Do you know how you got this mark?
Well, he hit me with the gun on his face, right? But I can't tell if this is his gun or what mark it is. But when I wake up, I know to my common sense that he hit me with a gun. Then I went down. When I run out to the place, they were stabbing me up, kicking me up and stuff with all kind of stuff.
Did anyone assault you with a belt?
No one did not assault me with a belt. But they were kicking me up and stuff. Because I was losing conscious. I wasn't keen attention what they were beating me up with, but I was losing conscience because I got hit on my lip. Right. I got beat up on my ears. Right? I got a lash on my face. You see this face?
Yes.
Like, you got a lash like this, you're gonna be totally unconscious. Right?
So I'm informed that somebody gave you a whooping with a belt.
Well, there were a couple of them beating me.
Right.
Right.
And that mark on your face might have been from a nautical belt. Somebody really assaulted you with a belt.
I don't know, because but what I know,
you have other marks on your chest and back.
Yeah, I got a mark straight here too on my chest, all over my body. They beat me brutally. He and I think two guys with a girl. They beat me brutally. They beat me.
Did you? What happened at the station?
The station, the police were great, right? But I can't understand why they lose Critic. I nearly died. I nearly lost my life, and for something like that someone almost lost their life, they're supposed to be arrested, and they were supposed to be arrested. I think the police need to do a little more better job. They do a great job, yes, but I think the commissioner of police and the president and everybody should look into Mr. Critic, because he can't do as he feel like to others outside. I'm just a regular guy going to a bar. He is like all hype up himself. Oh, we will get this done. Like, but yesterday we went to the station afternoon. Oh, I'm gonna get this done. This is like 1, 2, 3. So for a guy like that who's been in the media, I think everybody should just let him go. He's not the type a guy should be on a social media platform doing things to people, because he's killing people. If it wasn't for that police that night, I've been lost my life, because they would have kidnapped me and carried me and brutal me. Nobody will find me.
What happened at the station today?
The station today, they called me, said that I have to check in with them. Yeah, that's all she told me. I have to check in with them.
Okay, so that night of the beating, did you go to the station or did you go straight to hospital?
After the police now escorted me to the station, I fainted there. Like I was like almost a faint. So they picked me, they take me to the hospital. I was hospitalized like for almost 24 hours. I was in there.
And what did the doctors say to you that they found that happened, the bruises or so? What did they recommend, or did they say
They say
the diagnosis or so?
Yeah, they say that my ribs, from my body, right? They say that I have a lot of pain. I don't know if by the pulse that I have on my finger, right? They say that I have a lot of pain, but they scanning my body to see if there is any leakage, because there is a bad body harm, like to my whole entire chest and body, right? And they say no, the X-ray, the MRI, or whatever they do to me is good. Everything is good, normal. But it's just the bleeding from my nose and the pain that I get. That's it.
Okay. Do you have an attorney?
No, I don't have an attorney as yet, but I'm looking for an attorney right. I'm going to get an attorney right now. I know one, and I'm going to get an attorney.
So which station told you to just check in with them?
It's Alberton.
And when do you plan to go back to the police?
I'm going to go back to the police probably tomorrow.
Okay, so if I'm to get your story clear, you went to the club.
Yes.
Mikhail Rodriguez had an altercation with somebody else.
Yes.
You were passing at the time.
Yes.
He took you for the person he might have had the altercation with.
Yes.
He whipped out his gun, lashed you across the face. You ran downstairs.
Yes.
He ran behind you.
Yes.
You and him and others beat you to the ground.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add to this story or to say?
I would like the commander to look into the story, because a guy with a firearm, he should not have a firearm in a club. In a club, right? And then pointing that gun to a lot of people in a club. That's what I saw. Pointing that gun to people and then hitting someone like me in the face. That's a no-no. You're not supposed to have a gun there. Critic have a gun, and into that, it wasn't for the police. Critic could have just take me, probably shoot me with that same gun, and be free.
And you are absolutely sure, Mr. Prasad, that you saw him draw his weapon in the club and
Yes.
strike you with it?
Not me alone. Everybody was in Montreux saw that he had a gun.
So Montreux should release the footage of what transpired inside of the club.
I don't. Yes, if they can.
And
If they can.
if that footage is released, it will prove your story is absolutely true.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling a lot of pain on my skin still. Like I'm just, my whole throat, everything, they kicked me up all over. But I'm happy that I'm here on live talking my story out, because Critic is a bully to a lot of people out there. He's a bully to a lot of people, and he's doing this thing for a very long time and getting off. So I will really like everybody in the press or in the government to look into Mr. Critic. He is a violent person, aggressive person.
Okay. Clarify one incident for me, please. You had, how many chains you had on your neck?
I got 3 chains on my neck.
3. I saw in the video a couple of chains were being handed over to the police. Was that your property?
Yes.
Did you receive your property?
Yes.
And it's well intact?
Yes. No, they're bust.
Mm-hmm.
They're bust. But I get it the way how he pulled it off of my neck. That's the way I get it.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Prasad. I hope that you get justice.
Yes, I really want justice. I really want the combination police to look into this. Yes.
But do you think this matter will go anywhere? Just a quick question. Do you think it will go anywhere?
I don't know if this matter is gonna go anywhere, because the way how Mr. Critic is talking, that he know this person, he know that person, or whatever. But I would really like the president, the vice president, and the commander to to look into Mr. Critic, because this is a long time now. He's been abusing a lot of people. A lot of people he's been abusing.
All right.
And I will try my best to reach everybody to show what Mr. Critic is doing to the people, especially me. Like whatever he did to me, I want everybody to see that and and come out on him because he's a type of guy love to fight with people. Poor people doesn't have anything and stuff. He fights his people just like that.
Thank you, Mr. Prasad. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah.